Hello and welcome back to our channel Salesforce Bees. Today we are going to discuss about different types of relations in Salesforce. First of all, why we need relationship in Salesforce, and next, how many different relationships are in Salesforce. So we'll go one by one. Why do we need relationship in Salesforce? Like in any other database, in Salesforce, we also need relation between the objects so that we can easily reduce the data complexity. In this video, we are going to learn how differently we can relate the Salesforce objects. How many different relationships are there in Salesforce? Now, mainly we have four types of relationships. One is lookup relationship, master detail relationship, many-to-many. Most commonly we call it as junction object. And the last one is self-lookup relationship. First, we'll discuss about what is lookup relationship. A lookup is a loosely coupled relationship, essentially links two objects together so that you can look up one object from the related items on the another object. Also, lookup can be one-to-one or one-to-many. It's a kind of parent-child relationship. That means a single record can be related to many multiple records in another object. Let's see how this relation works in a practical example with a student and professor object. Here if you observe, there are two objects, student object and one is professor object. Let's consider professor as a parent object and student as the child object. Here we have three students and three professors. Here if you observe, the professor P1 is tagged as a mentor to student S1 and S2. And if you see, the P2 is tagged to S3. And the last one, P3, is not assigned to anyone. There is no mandatory that each child record should have a parent. This is how a lookup relationship will exist. And the next one we have is a master detail relationship. A master detail relationship is strongly coupled relationship, means if the parent is deleted, so the child records as well. This is a good thing and can incredibly help. This relation also allows the parent record to control the child record attributes such as sharing, visibility, and so on. Whichever security setting you choose for the parent record, that will be applicable to the child record as well. Let's see with one more beautiful example of customer detail and transaction details objects. Here, the transaction object is holding the IDs of the customer object. It is clearly stating that all the child record objects, that means transaction object, is at least having one customer ID. But if you can observe in the customer object, the C2 customer is not having any transaction. That means a parent can exist without a child, but a child cannot exist without a parent. The basic rule of the master detail relationship. In such scenarios, we'll go for master detail relationship. Now, let's observe the differences between lookup relationship and master detail relationship. The first one is loosely coupled and it is strongly coupled. Roll-up summary fields are not available in lookup relationship, but in master detail relationship, we need to have roll-up summary fields. Parent record is not required when the child is creating, but it is not in the case of master detail relationship. So this is how some different scenarios will exist between these lookup relationship and master detail relationship. Please pause the video and read out the differences. Now let's have a look at it many-to-many relationship. In this kind of relationship, we have a junction object which will connect it to two different objects with a master detail relationship or with a lookup relationship. Now let's have an idea of what is many-to-many relationship with a practical example. Let's take an object called student object and subject object. These two are individual objects and we are connecting these two objects by using a branch object. From the tables, it is clear that student 3 has taken a physics subject from the branch civil and math subject from the branch ECE. To save the data in such a scenario, we'll go for junction object. Next one we are having is self-lookup relationship. It is simple and easy relation in Salesforce where object is having a lookup with itself. To make it more clear, we'll go with an example so that it will be more easy for you to understand the relationship. Let's take an employee object. We have employee number, employee name, role, and reporting to. If you see here, there are 4 employees which are having roles assistant, deputy manager, manager, and assistant. And each one is reporting to the same employees which are falling in the same table. Whenever there is a situation where we need to create a lookup with the same data or the same table, we'll go with self-lookup relationship. These are the different types of relations in Salesforce. To get more updates from our channel, hit the bell icon and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.